Hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at 5 CRMs geared for startups. Jumping right in, the first CRM we're going to take a look at is Close.com, or previously Close.io. Close.com is a pretty good CRM for lead management and collecting leads. I've used it before, and rather than what you would consider a full-fledged CRM, Close really specializes in the outreach portion of a CRM, so getting leads, setting up email sequences, and really just reaching out to contacts to, get them to buy your product. Jumping into some of the benefits, Close.com is very startup friendly. The CRM provides a pipeline for viewing, voice calls, SMS, reporting, and email marketing. And features email sequencing all in one place. It's really easy to get to any of those features and functionality. They do support pre-recorded voicemail, which offers a time-saving feature for sales reps, and a predictive dialing feature, which allows you to auto-dial multiple numbers to improve your sales agent productivity. This CRM is really good when you have sales reps or other people that are selling your product and trying to reach out to a larger contact list, or if even you yourself are building a contact list and you're really trying to outreach to those contacts and get them to buy your product. It does have a lot of useful integrations with other platforms, including MailChimp, Slack, Zendesk, Google Sheets, Facebook, and Zapier. With Zapier being, obviously an API that can connect to many different platforms. Some of the drawbacks that you're going to find is that bulk data importing of CSV files will often produce duplicate leads, and it requires you to do some manual cleanup. So importing large contact lists can sometimes be a little bit more problematic. In terms of pricing, the starting plan is $29.75 per user per month, billed annually, and $35 per user per month, billed monthly. Basic plan is $55.25 per user per month, and $65 per user per month. Professional plan is $80 per user and $95 per user when not billed annually. The business plan is $123 billed annually and $145 per user billed monthly. A full-featured 14-day free trial is available for Close.com, and I've used it multiple times. I highly recommend it if you are looking for a CRM that's primarily geared towards outreach and contacting leads. Next up on this list is Agile CRM. Agile CRM is a much more fleshed out CRM, which will allow you to manage your customers within the full life cycle of reaching out and having them buy your product, all the way through support, if that's what you're looking for. Diving into the benefits of Agile CRM, Agile CRM offers a free, full-featured sales CRM for up to 10 users, which is explicitly targeted at startups. It's really nice to have kind of that free setup for smaller businesses, especially as you're getting started and just needing the basics of a CRM. The platform integrates contact management, marketing automation, real-time alerts, and voice-over IP telephone with social suites and email and web tracking. So it has a decent amount of functionality, which would be really great for a startup. A really cool feature that they have is that you can stick your upcoming appointment calendar online, and Agile CRM will automate all of your upcoming voice calls, and help you with all of the follow-up. So it's much easier to manage a busy schedule as you would be in a startup. Another nifty feature is that you can easily attach documents to deals, companies, contacts, and emails in-app, which can be very handy when managing specific users and really diving into a deeper look at each of those individual users as you manage them through the life cycle. Some of the drawbacks is the price increases dramatically as you upgrade between versions, which may cause a problem as your company scales, depending on the profitability. And the second drawback is that there are not as many customization options as you might find with the CRMs that we're going to take a look at later on in this list. Diving into pricing, the free version is available for up to 10 users, which is super nice. It's one of the free CRMs on this list that you can get started with right away. When you upgrade to the starter version, it is $8.99 per user per month, billed every 2 years. The regular version is $29.99 per user per month, again, billed every 2 years, which it seems every plan on this platform is. And finally, the enterprise version is $47.99 per user per month. There are no free trials available for the paid plans on this platform. You do get the free version, it just won't have the full functionality that you're going to get with the starter, regular, or enterprise versions of this CRM. Third on this list is probably one of the biggest CRMs, and that is HubSpot. HubSpot is a very well-known CRM in the industry and is generally pretty massive. It has so many different tools available, but it can be a little confusing when you jump into it because it is so big, it is so massive. I find it a little hard to navigate, especially for new users and startups which are already typically busy and don't have the time to go through and really learn all there is to know about the CRM. Diving into the benefits, you can easily manage your workflows with an improved project management view, which is super nice, and you'll be able to effectively assign and track leads, keep an eye on them through the entire sales process, and record the customer interactions across multiple channels. This is a really in-depth version of tracking your workflow through the entire sales process, as well as even past the sales process into them actually using the product or service, which is really nice if you're looking for a CRM that really kind of captures that whole life cycle. HubSpot for Startups is a program that offers a discount of up to 90% for eligible startup ventures with tailored training and support for startup-friendly onboarding. Albeit the HubSpot for Startups program does have some requirements that you need to meet, and so if you're a basic startup that's not venture funded or has a lot of funding, you may not actually be able to apply or get accepted necessarily to the HubSpot startup program, but it is definitely worth a shot. HubSpot works with both the G Suite and Microsoft Office, so whichever platform your business prefers to run, it will run without any problems. Zapier integration makes it easy to share information across your apps. Zapier has a ton of different integrations with many different platforms, and HubSpot fully supports Zapier to extend your functionality and help your company's growing operations. HubSpot CRM is free, so you can get started without overhead, while paid add-on packages for HubSpot pile on features like reporting, AI, and advanced automation. So they do have some really cool in-depth features, but you will have to pay for them. Going into drawbacks, customization options are limited, which could be an issue for very niche startups. The customization options are definitely lacking compared to something like Zoho, which we'll get on later in this list. But it definitely does have a lot of features, and so it usually doesn't need as much customization features as some of the other CRMs. The basic no-cost CRM features there are many of them, but they are pretty basic. For a lot of the advanced features and functionality, like I talked about earlier, they will be paid add-on packages, and so that can be viewed as kind of, the free version of the CRM has a lot of these basic features, and kind of like the previous Agile CRM, you will get that free plan up front, but you're really going to have to be paying for a lot of those advanced features, so it's easier to think of HubSpot as a paid CRM. Pricing wise, HubSpot CRM is free and the number of users is unlimited. So no matter how big your company is, if you want to use the basics of HubSpot, you're totally able to, and it's completely free. The Marketing Hub, Sales Hub, and Service Hub add-on packages are $50 each per user per month, billed monthly. And these are pretty big service hubs. They have a lot of features in them, and so you're generally going to want to use them. And that puts HubSpot at a much more expensive price as compared to other CRMs. HubSpot's CMS starts at $300 per month, billed monthly, which is extremely high compared to other platforms on this list. It is the biggest of all of the CRMs and definitely packs a lot of punch with its features. but you're definitely going to pay for those advanced features. There are no free trials for the add-on packages, so if you want to test them out, you will definitely have to purchase the first month. Number 4 on this list is Copper. Copper provides startup-friendly features like automated data entry, smart identification, lead and customer tracking, plus optimization of sales, contacts, and opportunities. It integrates natively with G Suite, meaning data import is seamless from Gmail and other Google tools that you will probably use every day. It does improve the management of your team and workflow with weekly pipeline progression reports using drag and drop functionality, custom filters, and alerts when deals might be going too stale. So it's really great for keeping up with those sales pipelines and making sure that your contacts are being hit in a timely manner to make sure that nothing drops off or falls through. It gives you features to easily provide an eye-pleasing view of all the sales pipelines for easy tracking and management of leads through your qualification process. The UI is really well set up to allow you to kind of see each individual contact and make sure that they're going through the sales pipeline and where they are in that sales pipeline or qualification process, depending on what your life cycle looks like. Going into some of the drawbacks, there is a bit of a learning curve, so be forewarned, you'll need to set aside some time to meaningfully implement the CRM into your startup. Copper can be a little bit more complicated than the other CRMs in terms of getting the features exactly set up the way that you want. There can be issues with importing data from Excel, meaning you might have to manually enter the data into Copper. Their import process does have some issues sometimes, and so just be ready if you have a large import list. Copper definitely can have some issues with that. Quickly looking at pricing, the basic plan is $19 per user per month, billed annually. The professional plan is $49 per user per month, billed annually. And finally, their business plan is $119 per user per month, billed annually. Copper does offer a 14-day free trial for all paid plans, so if you want to take a shot and try out Copper, it's at no cost, so go ahead and jump right in. Last on this list is Zoho CRM. Zoho CRM is easy to use with simple user interfaces targeted at startups and small businesses. It includes customizable modules, automation, and social media features, which allow you to create the perfect environment no matter what your life cycle looks like for managing your customers and leads. It allows you to define your own workflows and rationalize everyday tasks as well as manage leads in many of their customizable modules. Whether you're creating new forms or building new sales pipelines, Zoho CRM basically allows you to customize the entirety of the CRM application. The data porting feature allows you to quickly migrate your data from spreadsheets and contact management software to the Zoho platform, making implementation pretty straightforward. It integrates with Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus for reaching out and engaging with leads quickly in just the right time. There's a free CRM for up to 3 users, great news for super lean startups, although as one might expect, it has somewhat limited features with less customizability and no mass emailing feature. Some of the drawbacks, Zoho lacks individual email tracking and individual lead notification, which can be limiting if you rely heavily on one-on-one engagement. This is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum as compared to Close.com, which is focused directly on individual sales leads. Zoho CRM is more apt to track the entirety of the life cycle of many different customers and many different leads. The add-on modules are priced on top of the existing CRM product you purchase, so costs can add up when you want to expand your use of the platform. Zoho has a suite of different tools, whether you're looking for like invoicing or emailing or document signing, or anything really that your startup could need. They have applications to do so, but they are all paid on top of the CRM. They're not included with the CRM. There is a all-in-one solution called Zoho One, which includes the CRM and all of these other products, if you so choose. In terms of pricing, there's a free version available for up to 3 users, as stated before, and it is targeted for mostly like home businesses and just like really new startups. The standard version is $12 per user per month, billed annually, and the enterprise version is $35 per user per month, billed annually. There is a free trial available for both the standard and enterprise versions, so if you want to give it a shot, you can go right ahead. That wraps up the 5 CRMs that are geared towards startups. Hopefully you found this information helpful. All of these CRMs are generally pretty good for startups, so it really is up to your taste and lifestyle depending on which software you should choose. If you did find this information helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.